Live for it.
Good evening, one and all. Thanks for joining us here at St Hill. So tonight's fixture is East Grinstead men versus Beeston. We will be moments away from pushback. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to the game ahead. Just before we get going, a big thank you to our sponsors, O'Neill's, Gold Group, Worth, Charles Mills. Without you guys, all this can't be possible, so thanks so much for getting involved. And a massive thank you to EG for hosting and Beeston for coming down and joining us this evening. So the Beeston team for this evening. Number 1, Craigie Taylor. Number 3, Jamie Rawlings. Number 4, Toby Stanley. Number 5, Ali Richmond. Number 6, Robbie Gleeson. Number 7, Gareth Griffiths. Number 8, Ben Collinson. Number 9, Ollie Ashdown. Number 10, Balraj Panasar, an ex-member of EG himself. And so is Ollie, apologies. Number 11, Henry Croft. Number 12, Brendan Andrews. Number 13, Owen Sutton. Number 14, Joe Paul. Number 15, Will Prentice. Excuse my butchering of the pronunciation of that. Number 18, Max Sauer. Number 24, Dylan Lee Hon. And number 28, Eleni Sherwood. And your EG team for this evening is as follows. Number 5, Dan Faulkner. Number 6, Max Lowry. Number 7, Josh Gravestock. Number 8, Sam Knight. Number 9, Richard Lane. Number 10, Hugh Pembroke, coming back after injury, so it'll be really exciting to see how he gets on his second game back. And number 11, Jack Webb. Number 12, Trevor Delora. Number 13, Isaac Farrant. Number 15, our captain, Simon Faulkner. Number 16, Archie Phillips. Number 18, our resident lawyer, Ali Clift. Number 20, Matt Blood. Number 21, Mike Woods. Number 28, James Smith. And finally, number 30, Ollie Smart. Apologies for the error on the coaches, but our men's coach for this evening is Wes Jackson, and his assistant coach Mike Williamson. That's what it should have said on the screen. And our officials for this evening, we've got Sean Edwards and Dave Munger as our umpires, and our match official is James Boylan. As you can see, the players are just out on the pitch warming up. We are 7 minutes away from pushback for tonight's fixture. It has been a very, very close affair in this bottom six, and this tonight is no different. A huge fixture for both teams here, with East Grinstead sitting top of the bottom six, and Beeston looking to chase them down with Oxted between them.
Izzy's found a new gear this year, and she's showing the academic results to prove it. We know the quiet hours she's put in.
Tom is thriving. He's really settled into his new boarding house, made great friends. I mean, he talks too much, but I imagine that comes as a little surprise to you.
Her hockey is impressive, and the county call-up was completely deserved. She made us all very proud that day.
His success with the debating team has definitely boosted his confidence in the classroom as well.
But the most obvious thing,
And the most important thing
is that she's very happy at Worth.
is that he is very happy at Worth.
And good evening once again as you join us here at St Hill for another huge fixture in the Men's Hockey Premier League, as the players are just getting ready to come out onto the field. As we get ready, just a quick time for a quick shout out to Horsham Hockey Club, who we thank very much for offering their services for the ball patrol this evening. So a massive shout out and a thanks to Horsham. So as we take a quick look at the table before we start this evening's fixture, at the top of the bottom six we have East Grinstead on 15 points. They had a huge win away at Cardiff and Met last week on the road. Horrible place to go, but a really, really good result for the boys. We have Oxted, who are second in the bottom six on 14 points. Pretty close. We'll see how they get on today when they play their fixture this evening against Cardiff and Met. We then have Beeston, who are the next in the table. Okay, on 13 points, just 2 points behind East Grinstead, so they'll be looking to have a big 3 points on the road this evening. Apologies for the noise, we've got some excited mascots that are behind us getting ready. So Reading are in fifth with the bottom sixth, and that Nottingham University bring it up with getting their first point of the season last weekend. As you can see, the flares have been let off. We are moments away here from pushback at St Hill for another fantastic evening of hockey. Stay with us and stay tuned. And as we see now, both EG and Beeston walking out onto the pitch. Our junior mascots, a huge shout out to Junior Hockey for supplying our mascots for us today for both teams. They've been having a fantastic day so far, and it's fantastic to see them getting involved with our first teams out on the pitch. As the blue and white smoke fills the air, we are moments away and we are getting ready for another huge fixture in the Men's Premier League. as the players line up looking all shiny under the lights of St Hill. Thankfully, it is not raining here this evening just yet to add an extra slip to the evening. But Beeston, after losing at home last week to Reading, they will be looking to bounce back pretty quickly here with a long old away trip down here to Sussex and to face East Grinstead. EG will be feeling confident after their long away trip win last week, 3-2 away at Cardiff and Met, and it was very, very, very horrible down there that last weekend. So it's a bit nicer for them to play in some dry weather. Let's see if it helps them out. It's lovely to see the stand starting to fill up again and to see people back here after a long indoor season for both our men's and women's here at East Grinstead, and to see them back outdoors at St Hill is fantastic. As we see the mascots leave the pitch, that means we are more than just a few moments away from pushback here. We wish both Beeston and East Grinstead the best of luck for the next 70 minutes. As the atmosphere starts to build and the tension starts to rise, we are getting ready for this fixture. 6 o'clock is the pushback time. We are dead on 6 o'clock now, so we are only moments away. Let's see who has pushback and comes out the quickest. Unfortunately, I'm on my own this evening, so it's just my voice you'll have to get bored of, but I will try my best to make sure that I bring you all the action as we head across the next 70 minutes. The team's just having their last preparation. They're giving each other some positive encouragement, ready for the first 5 minutes and see if they can set the tone for this fixture. The first quarter is always a good test for both teams to see which team can come out the blocks the fastest, put the other team under pressure, get an early goal and see if they can capitalise on some early pressure. I've obviously spoken too soon because there is a bit of drizzle starting to come down, which adds to the quickness of the game and helps the surface become extremely fast. So it looks like it is Beeston to have pushback, and we are off as Beeston are in their black strip and yellow socks, going from the left to right of your screen. East Grinstead in their classic white and blue home kit, going from right to left. As we start, ex-EG member Balraj Pansar just on the ball there, playing from left to right, trying to get some early possession, get comfortable on the ball, have a few touches early in the game to settle those potential pre-game nerves. EG setting up in their typical zonal press here, looking to put pressure on in certain areas. And we'd do that with pace and accuracy. That's a good area, but that's a fantastic over-the-head pick from Matt Blood in the centre of the pitch, but unfortunately isn't quite able to squeeze the pass away. He's playing some lovely one-two touch hockey down here in front of us, Beeston. And it's an EG ball gone off the sideline there. Matt Blood plays James Smith, who's down the line. That's a fantastic interception there from the Beeston player. Hugh Pembroke sends a lovely aerial into the D. It's Trevor Dolores, not quite 5 there, unfortunately, and gives the foul away. Beeston hit out. So Beeston just get a soft foul there, but that's good. It means they can move themselves up the pitch. EG need to sort themselves out quite quickly here and organise, so they're not caught asleep. So we see James Smith chuck another long aerial down the pitch. This time it does find its mark, but it is a miss trap, and Simon Faulkner just misses the gather up there. That's an exciting ball across the circle. As Beeston find it on the off, that is just outside the D. It has hit something, and the umpire thinks it is a Beeston foot. So EG hit out. A bit of a warning shot there for East Grinstead. First early in this quarter, making sure that they are awake and they are ready for this fixture. Max Lowry returns the arrow over to the right-hand side of the pitch. It's Josh Gravestock, who has an unbelievable backhand and fantastic hands himself. So hopefully we'll get to see some of that throughout today's fixture. Simon Faulkner playing a lovely ball down the line to James Smith, who has a quick battle here with the halfback. That is a fantastic gather up there by Josh Gravestock again. It's going to be a physical game here this evening. Let's see if both teams are ready and up for it. Start with the long corner. The ball isn't quite stopped there. The umpires are very particular at making sure the ball is at least attempted to be stopped and we're not just carrying on playing. Max Lowry plays out to Ali Clift. Ali Clift looks up, plays the ball into the circle, and it's come off an EG foot there, and it is a Beeston hit out. Beeston look to play as far forward and as early as possible as they will work their way down the left-hand side of the field. They play to the high man, looking to maybe go one-on-one with Max Lowry there, but it is a miss trap in the centre of the pitch, and Trevor Delora picks up the ball away, and he has some serious pace. The South African international, he absolutely leaves people for dead when he's in a straight sprint race. But that's really well done by EG to get themselves high up the field with a definite underload there between James Smith and Trevor Delora. They've done exceptionally well to get EG in a position where they can set themselves up into a high transfer type of shape. Simon Faulkner on the left-hand side of your field. That's a great lead by Archie, but unfortunately there's nobody there in the centre and hanging around on the back post. So cheap foul given away in front of the dugouts there for Easton, and another aerial. Beeston choosing to go to air a lot here, and another dangerous ball across the circle. EG really need to be paying attention to that to make sure that they are aware of that ball that could be going fizzing past the Ollie Smart's back post. So Dan Faulkner picks up the ball and brings it up. Beeston sitting a little bit deeper than EG here in their zonal press. They're looking more as a 4-3-3 type of press compared to East Grinstead's 2-4. Hugh Pembroke, just unfortunately he hits into a stick, but he's lucky to win the foul there. Ali Clift tries to play the ball quickly, but isn't quite able to get things moving. And they set themselves up again, East Grinstead. This is where East Grinstead are dangerous, and I look to move the ball around. That's a very good lead from Jack Webb, who traps the ball outside the circle, looks to try and get something, and he does. He wins a long corner. Matt Blood. Again, there's a real urgency to EG's play this evening, which is fantastic to see them want to play quickly, see if they can catch Beeston without being set up. Beeston looking to press out here. They've done very, very well to put Matt Blood under some pressure and get some players around the ball. And they've stolen it here. We're on the far side of your screen, looking to play all the way over to the other side, but EG scramble back into some decent shape. Beeston break the line here, heading down the left-hand side of the pitch on the reverse. Plays the ball in to number 11. Looking to find something or win something, but not quite able to do that. Matt Blood very cool, calm and collected there inside his own 25. And Trevor Delora yet again winning another foul due to his international experience. So Simon Faulkner just passing across there to Max Lowry. Max Lowry again back to Simon Faulkner. EG choosing to play a little bit slow play here. Max Lowry has a huge area into the corner to Trevor Delora. And that was a questionable 5 there from the umpire, but he's managed to play it out under a considerable amount of pressure. Matt Blood playing back into Hugh Pembroke. Dan Faulkner looking to ball carry, tries to get ahead of the ball here. And Simon Faulkner uses Dan's lead to play back to Matt Blood. Into the ball, that's a fantastic ball into the circle. Across that, well played by Isaac Farron, but picked up very well there by Beeston defender. And Simon Faulkner takes the foul. So the first 7 minutes of this game has been extremely high tempo from both teams. Both teams looking to play forward and play aggressive passing nice and early. Let's see if both teams can keep this early tempo up. Max Lowry carries up a few yards to take it. Mike Wood on this left-hand side of the number 21 on your picture. Plays the ball back over to Max Lowry. That's a bit of a bobble, and he's put Max Lowry under a bit of pressure there. Hugh, safe as houses ever. He was extremely good last week. There, being able to dump the ball into him, trapping everything, and looking to keep possession at all times. Jack Webb closes down very, very well there, and that puts Beeston under a little bit of pressure, and that's another good steal from Jack Webb. Can this mean that East Grinstead are moving on? And it's a very, very great piece of skill there from Trevor Delora to have the ball just outside the Beeston 25. How are EG going to set this up? Dan Faulkner plays it out to Ali Clift. It's a slight mistrap. That's really unfortunate because they were looking promising there. EG won't want to make a habit of that, especially in a position looking as good as that. EG looking to step out this time, looking to put more pressure on. Beeston playing themselves into a little bit of a corner here, and that's really, really unfortunate. Oh, the umpires, there's a little bit of a miscommunication in signal there. One umpire's given one way, one umpire's given the other. You'd like to think they were mic'd up, and I'm sure they are. That's a good work rate there from Isaac Farron to make this tackle away from the stick. And they've come away with it there. I must say, I did think that was an EG stick tackle on the Beeston player, but EG have come away with the decision. They're breaking forwards with some pace. Archie Phillips plays out to Mike Wood. Mike Wood plays down to Hugh Pembroke. It's a good lead from Trevor Delora into the corner, but those two just missed out ever so slightly. And it is a 16-yarder. And there has been a quick stoppage in play. Again, the umpire is just not quite communicating here exceptionally well. Let's hope that improves just throughout as we go throughout the game. And this is where Beeston are dangerous. This is where that is an unbelievable pick on the one-handed reverse from Ali Clift. And it just really, that would have been a huge chance for Beeston inside the first 10 minutes of this game. And now this gives them a little bit of possession inside the EG half. EG is set up there in their very, very tight, deep defence zonal press. And Beeston are more than happy at the moment to play it around. This is where they do well. And they try and play the ball forwards, carrying through the middle. EG have done well to put pressure on and make it cough up. Poor pass from the Beeston player there. You would argue that he needs to make sure that he's making it on that. That is a very, very well played by Archie Phillips, who plays. Oh, just not. Jack Webb just couldn't quite reach the ball then. Again, very high energy from both teams here in the first just over 10 minutes of this game. There's 6 minutes left to go in this period. And we'll see if one team can get the breakthrough before. Oh, I couldn't quite see because the dugout was in my way there, but it is a Beeston ball just on the edge of the EG 25. And they have set, as you can see here, Beeston are set up in their back five shape, in their high transfer shape, looking to move the ball around, move East Grinstead around and find a gap to be able to penetrate the ball through. That's an aerial across the field from Bauer. Oh, and that's, yeah, again, the five are always brought into the question there by some players. And it is an EG hit out, and it looks like it's hit him in the knee, but they're playing quickly. And they haven't decided to let their Beeston get their player back into the game. Richard Lane plays the ball back to Mike Wood. There's a very, very, very deep high press here from Beeston, and that was a back stick off the Beeston player. And EG are lucky there. They need to get the ball, need to move the ball a little bit quicker in those situations, see if they can find a pass forward or out of that zone. Playing back into that channel time and time again is going to be really, really costly, especially if Beeston end up nicking the ball in those positions. So we can see now the pace just slowing down slightly in this transfer phase, as it has been such a high pace for the first 12 minutes of this half. Sorry, the 12 minutes of this quarter even. Looking to go through, and it is a short corner. Dan Faulkner has won a short corner for East Grinstead. It is the first of the game. And our corner partners are presented by Chapter 1. Okay, so as we set up here for the first short corner of the game, we have Jack Webb on Castle 2 is gone. Oh, it's a mistrap. That is going to be expensive. Could that be costly here as Beeston look to play early? They're playing nice and high. This is going to have to be a really, really hard work back. Matt Blood does well to put pressure on. And Mike Wood, he's managed to play the ball into the circle. And they've done it. They've gone from corner to corner. And Mike Wood is going to get a card here, and it is green. It is a green card. That's a 2-minute rest there for Mike Wood. As we watch it on your screen, he goes absolutely flying in. I'm not sure he's going to have many complaints about that one. So as we go from one end of the field to the other, after a failed EG corner, Beeston win another corner of their own up the other end of the field. Let's see if the big man in goal, Ollie Smart, can keep this one out. So Beeston line up for their first short corner attempt of the game. East Grinstead are just setting themselves up behind the goal. Ollie Smart looks absolutely massive in that goal. An injection out. There's no mistrap. And it is a goal. Beeston have opened the scoring. And it was number 3 for Beeston. So it's Jamie Rawlins there with the flick from the top of the circle into the bottom left-hand corner of the goal. That is not the start East Grinstead needed or wanted. Let's see if they can have a response here. Beeston that's going to fill them with lots and lots of confidence going forwards. And unfortunately, EG are going to feel that was really their own doing there, unfortunately, with an important mistrap on the circle. And the umpire has given the 5 yards rule this time. EG with a player down at the moment as well, with Mike Wood sitting in the sin bin. They are in no urgency to lose this ball here. Simon Faulkner flicks all the way over to Richard Lane. That is a fantastic pick. But again, Beeston have done well to work their way back and win the ball, and they come out with the possession. Beeston look at playing down the right-hand side of the field. Barrage plays it across the back. Isaac Farron doing some really hard work there, but it means that Beeston left half is free. And looks to play a ball across, a very, very dangerous bobbly ball. And Simon Faulkner, the very experienced head that is Simon Faulkner, plays the ball away. Beeston managed to win it back. I thought it might have been a shin pad there, but it was definitely a stick. As Dan Faulkner comes out with the ball, he looks to keep possession and make something work for East Grinstead. Not quite. And Matt Blood, very, very, very well done there from Matt Blood. Under, again, a lot of pressure. Another cool head. The green card is now over, and EG are back to 11 as Jack Webb picks up the ball, looking forward, isn't able to find an option forward, and plays the ball back to Mike Wood. Matt Blood plays the ball all the way over to Dan Faulkner. To Archie Phillips in the middle. It's a very, very long error, but it is picked out the Beeston stick absolutely to a T as Jack Webb is working hard to get back and Matt Blood closes down the ball. It's 4 EG players. They need to do better there. EG need to do better. 4 players around the ball. They've been absolutely cut in half, and this could be another goal. And it is another goal. Again, coming from EG's high pressure. 4 players around the ball. Too easy to play through. And it ends up in the back of their own net. That is Premier League hockey for you, folks. That is how fast the game can be. From one end to the other, in the back of the net, within 3 seconds. And that brings you to the end of the first quarter, and it is 2-0 to Beeston. So as we come to the end of that first quarter, Beeston are 2 goals to the good. Now, as we know in hockey, things can change round extremely quickly. And let's see if EG can do that in the second quarter. So as the players are getting ready for this second quarter, Beeston with 2 goals to the good here, and they are looking to capitalise on that and add an extra few of those to make it an unsaleable distance for East Grinstead. East Grinstead are going to look to come out firing to make sure that they come out all guns blazing here for this second period to make sure that they can get themselves potentially back on level terms. As we ask the second quarter, moments away, Beeston to push back. And we are off quarter number 2 down here at St Hill. EG looking to come out the blocks here very, very fast and put Beeston under a lot of pressure. And Beeston very, very calmly looking to play the ball out and play the ball across. EG really, they're putting lots and lots of pressure on. That's a very, very big chuck, but not quite reaching the Beeston player. Dan Faulkner picks up the ball, plays it all the way out to his brother Simon, and EG regain control of the ball in the second quarter. Very, very calm. Simon Faulkner carrying between away. Oh, the Beeston is not very happy. Beeston player number 9, they're not very happy about that decision. He needs to be very careful about wagging his finger at the umpire, because I definitely know for myself, I've been definitely sitting down for a few minutes after doing that before. Beeston managed to steal the ball again from Ali Cliff. They've had a little bit of success down that right-hand side first thing this evening. But Ali Cliff, again, using his experience to come and clear up the ball. Again, plays the ball forward. That is the class of Ali Cliff, as Hugh Pembroke goes onto his backhand inside the circle. That's a huge strike, and that is a goal to get themselves back in this game. That is a huge goal, and a very important time for East Grinstead. Now, both keepers will not necessarily want to watch this stream back, especially the last 2 goals. Ollie Smart unfortunately letting one bobble up, going over the top of his right kicker, and the Beeston goalkeeper then, it just looks like it went through his legs, which I'm not sure he'll be very happy about. So Hugh East Grinstead looking to put another high press on here. They had some very good. And Archie Phillips is an absolute master at reading the ball, and he's looking to play the ball forward with a player all over him, and he one-handed. Oh! So a few big tackles coming here. Beeston again, they're getting a little bit aggy now. That goal's put them on a little bit of a back foot. Umpire needs to calm the game down here and get back control. This game has heated up here at St Hill. East Grinstead with a nice bit of high possession. James Smith has a good lead, but it's a good cutout. So here we go, as the replay on your screens. Hugh Pembroke, lovely onto the backhand. A very, very sweet finish, and it does go through the legs of the keeper. As you see, so we return back to the action, and East Grinstead are again in their high transfer shape, looking to try and manipulate and move Beeston around to try and find some gaps for those forwards. Simon Faulkner plays the ball out to Hughes, looking to play the ball across the circle again. And yes, well done. The umpires are now communicating, and they have decided that is a short corner. Just while we have a break in play, very, very quickly, I have 2 shout-outs to do. One of them is to our very own Joe Waddy. Thank you very much, Joe. As always, it is good to see you. And second of all, all the way from Lanzarote, my own mother. Thank you very much for tuning in, Mum. So EG are setting up for their second short corner. On trap 1, we have Max Lowry, who again has scored in last week away in Cardiff. And let's see if he gets the opportunity this time. And it's Simon Faulkner on trap number 2, the experienced low flicker. Umpire has stopped the time just so Beeston can get all their short corner protective equipment on and ready to make sure that they are protected. As the crowd goes quiet, EG injects the ball. It is a trap this time. It's behind the back. And it is an unbelievable finish from Hugh Pembroke for his second of the game. How has he picked that up in the air to bat it back down past the keeper? And yet again, Beeston are livid. They are absolutely livid. Some would go as far as to say they are crying at this point in time, but I would be if I was 2-0 down and I've spooned that all in 5 minutes. And we are just seeing if we can go to a replay for you to see exactly what happened there. But the goal has been given regardless. And so EG come away with the ball. This game has a real physicalness and real pace to it. Sorry, without some better words. It's starting to heat up. Both teams feeling the pressure of the moment. It is now all square. EG have come out fighting in the second quarter and have really, really done themselves some credit to get back on level terms here. E.G. nice and comfortable on the ball. That's a very, very good a good lead from Jack Webb. But he gets the... Beeston do get the foul. This game can now go either way. The next goal is extremely crucial for both teams. Is it going to take the wind out of EG's sails after getting 2 very, very quick goals? Or is it going to kill Beeston? If EG get a third here, they will not be happy conceding three in the same quarter. Jag Webb absolutely wearing one there. They are not fun to have right on your foot, but unfazed is the young Jack Webb, making himself look very big in front of that Beeston aerial, and he does an unbelievable take. Beeston arguing there, unfortunately, that it was dangerous off the attacker's stick. But unfortunately, when you throw the aerial up, you are the person that puts it in danger. And the umpire has given it the way of Beeston. Great hands from number 5 there into the centre of the field. And that's another set of great hands by the number 4. Mistrap. Mike Wood picks the ball up on the reverse over above his head with a lot of Beeston pressure in the corner. He's looking to win something now, win a foul, win a sideline, win anything. And Beeston are being extremely patient, and it's been forced out for a Beeston ball. It played the ball into the circle, it moves it back. Oh, it's a fantastic save by Ollie Smart, and double save. That is absolutely sensational from Ollie Smart. What a save. A first save down to his right hand side. As we look at the replay, he saves the ball after the first shot. He then gets his body across and makes an unbelievable second save from a guy he's got 10 yards of goal to score from, and that is an unbelievable acrobatic save. But as we cut back to the action, the ball is then fizzed across the circle again, and it is a Beeston long corner. So we're just less than 10 minutes to go in this second quarter, just before half time. Beeston 2, East Grinstead 2. And both teams are looking to play expansive attacking hockey. James Smith has a brilliant trap after a very, very hard slap from Dan Faulkner. But Beeston pick up the ball once again. Beeston looking to play forward with a little bit of pressure, and that is very, very good. But Max Lowry takes a bit of a deflection off Max Lowry's foot on the edge of the circle. Beeston are looking to play the ball in, and that's another good... Oh, the umpire there has quite unfortunately not seen that has come off an EG stick. He's 5 yards away from it. Quick play from very, very lovely, tidy skills there from Dan Faulkner under a lot of pressure. And EG just looking really, really comfortable on the ball this evening. A few mistakes creeped in, but they're looking to play hockey like this, which is absolutely fantastic. And Archie Phillips, I thought he'd won the foul. Unfortunately, he's not. He's given a Beeston away. And we've just had some other news come in from another game. Oxted men's ones have beaten Cardiff and Met 3-2 at Oxted. As we cut back to today's action right here, right now, it is cut across the middle. That's the problem with playing some high-risk hockey. That unfortunately you just risk the umpire, the other's opposition, cutting it out. And Richard Lane gives away a foul there on the edge of the East Grinstead circle. Beeston starting to build a little bit of pressure here in this second quarter. EG just not valuing the ball quite as well as they have done in the first half of this quarter. And this is dangerous here. This is very, very dangerous. And another great save and another pickup from Max Lowry. Cool as a cucumber in the centre of his own circle. That was very, very well played by Max Lowry there. As EG looks to just settle things down here. They just want to have a little bit of a spell on the ball to make sure that Beeston don't get too much... Beeston don't get too much possession in this quarter to put EG really, really under pressure. EG just happy to play the ball around here to just try and kill some of that Beeston momentum. That's a horrible bouncing ball across to Mike Wood on the left half. Trying to trap that on your reverse is an extremely difficult task. Both teams here just very, very happy to play the ball around the back, keeping possession, making sure they're trying to get an opportunity to go forward. Now that's a much better ball from Beeston to their half-back, not bouncing across the surface onto his backhand. And this is the example of why you want to do that. Dan Faulkner does extremely well to put a stick in there, but unfortunately it is a Beeston sideline. Panesar plays the ball over to number 5. That's a lovely bit of skill to eliminate Jack Webb there. That's an unbelievable ball. How is he unmarked in there in the circle? And Oliver Smart is another double save by the big man in goal. For such a big man, he can really move his body around so acrobatically. And Mike Wood wins the free hit for East Grinstead in his own corner of the field. That's very, very, very well done by Mike Wood. As we see the replay here, that's a fantastic stick save there from Ollie Smart. And then the second one, just closing down the angle, very similar to ice hockey, getting towards the ball and making sure it's very difficult to see an angle through. So Beeston looking to sit a little bit deeper here, and they're playing on it in the half-court press. Mike Wood, that's an unfortunate mistrap for Mike Wood, but he does gather well and plays the ball back out to Max Lowry. One of the Faulkner brothers playing into Matt Blood. That's another good aerial along the line to Josh Gravestock, who has some serious pace and some very, very good hands. And he's looking to get dispossessed by the Beeston player, who have been very, very good in their own circle around their own 25 this evening, putting some crucial tackles and blocks in. Oh, and that's a bit of a mistrap aerial into Max Blood. And that unfortunately means that he's got... Ollie Smart batters it back into his own player. Again, another EG mistake leads to a surgery and a shot on goal and eventually a short corner. And that's something he really, really needs to be aware of. As we set up for this Beast short corner, if we could get a few more likes on the stream, if you like the stream, it really helps us and the algorithm out. So please, feel free, if you're watching, drop us a like. That's Beeston in check. Is there going to be the same thing again? And it's a stroke. It is a stroke as it has come off the body, off Max Lowry on that right-hand post as we look at the goal. As we go to a replay here, we will cut back to the stroke if it does come before the replay is finished. Flick off the top, Max Lowry absolutely wears one on the line, and that is why you're there. Regardless, this could be saved. So that. Ollie Smart does fill this goal. Can he make another crucial save? And he's hit the post! Ollie Smart, that is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely super there. And that's a huge opportunity for Beeston. Huge opportunity. It is quite intimidating when you have got a 6'7" goalkeeper standing in front of you, and he does extremely well to put him off. But that just, again, some more positive signs for Beeston. Beeston have been extremely attacking, have had some very, very good success by playing some very direct hockey. That's something EG are really going to have to think about going into the second half. We have got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this second quarter. Everything is in the balance. This game has been end to end. It's been so exciting. A real credit to both teams, and a real positive advertisement for men's hockey here in England. As EG have the possession down here, and Trevor Delora has a very, very, very good 3D skill, but unfortunately it has gone off the baseline, and it's the Beeston hit out. Beeston play the ball over, and that's fantastic hands from the Beeston player there. Again, EG putting pressure on, but not being successful in winning the ball. And again, it's cost EG here as they scramble across. Simon Faulkner down in the own corner puts a lovely amount of pressure on, and the Beeston player passes it off of the EG baseline. So Beeston holding inside their half-court zone here, making it really, really compact, making it very, very difficult to play through and find some spaces to play against here. Forgive me, they are man-to-man. Apologies, they are not in a zone. They are man-to-man here, which makes it even harder for East Grinstead to try and find a gap through. Beeston are happy to let them have the ball, and is aerialed into a space, and the Beeston player picks up the ball. As we see Beeston go to air again, Archie Phillips puts some pressure on. Beeston play back out, looking to keep possession of the ball. Again, they've been extremely aggressive this evening, looking to play forward nice and early. But for this occasion, they are looking to play backwards, and they're playing themselves into a corner. EG put a good amount of pressure on. Isaac Farron, again, putting a good amount of pressure and pushing the ball off the sideline. As we go to get, we're inside the last 2 minutes, chucking it ball down the end. And again, Mike Wood picking the ball up very well under pressure here. It's less than 2 minutes to go now. We are seconds away from the half-time whistle. EG with the ball, with their own inside their own quarter, and that is half-time here at St Hill. Thank you. So that is 2-2. Thank you very much for joining us for the first half. We'll be back shortly. And welcome back to St Hill for the second half. As we, sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath, had to run to the bar. So we start as EG are now playing from left to right of your screen. Beeston from right to left as we enter the second half of this fixture here at St Hill. And I need to catch my breath. Lovely hands there by Trevor Delora, who looks to play the ball inside the Beeston circle. That's a fantastic, dangerous ball across, but very, very well dealt with there by the Beeston player. Ali Clift looking to close him down. Unfortunately, gives a little bit of a stick tackle away there, and Beeston set themselves up for their outlet. Nice piece of hands there to eliminate James Smith in the centre of the pitch. Again, they're Beeston looking to play forwards and play urgently, quickly forwards. But again, another good press there by Trevor Delora, who puts a little bit of pressure on, which means EG then get up the ball in a very, very positive position. Can they play forward early? Lovely linking together hockey. Man of the match so far, Hugh Pembroke's looking to play the ball to Josh Greystock, but not quite within his reach. Again, some early promising signs here as we start the second half for East Grinstead. Now, as we have a little bit of a lull in play here, just another reminder, if you'd like to get involved in today's game, please feel free to maybe ask a question in the comments or let us know how you're viewing the game from where you're sat at home. Beeston looked again to play quickly, and it is now 3-on-1 inside the circle, and he's managed to play the ball back. This has to be a goal, and it is from Beeston. They absolutely tear East Grinstead apart there, and they are the ones with the breakthrough in this third period. So completely against the run of play here in the first part of this third period. And EG find themselves behind once again. Can they find another period like they did in that second quarter where they picked up 2 goals? They need another big performance, and Ali Clift is picked there, and it is a Beeston ball. Beeston looking to play the ball out from the back here as they play the ball into right half, looking to play the ball down the right side of the pitch with a little bit of pace and a flick and run. They managed to pick up the ball. Beeston again dangerously playing the ball into the circle. Is there another opportunity for them here? Down into the baseline, flicks it across, and that is a spectacular finish into the roof of the net over an extremely tall Ollie Smart. And once again, Beeston finds something to go bang, bang here and take the wind out of EG's sails. As we watch the replay here, they get the ball and they manage to work it down the baseline. Very, very, very well done as he lifts it into the roof off the underside of the crossbar. And now 4-2. EG are looking to, they need another period to make sure that they get themselves back into this game. Beeston showing some attacking prowess this evening. Max Lowry with another large chuck. And a great pick up there from Josh Greystock in the corner. Plays the ball across, and it is a long corner, very well deflected and defended by Beeston. Bit of a bobbly ball across over to Mike Wood, and it's just an unfortunate mistrap, and it goes off the sidelines. The East Grinstead here looking to pen the ball in deep inside Beeston's half, and they do what we like to call a square across the pitch. That is 4 runs, I would say, as it takes 2 bounces over the EG baseline. So EG managed to come on the ball again. Beeston again holding deep. this would be a huge win for Beeston, as they did beat EG 5-3 in the game that I was playing in the reverse fixture, and it was a very high scoring game, so both teams showing some high attacking prowess on both of their evenings against each other so far in this Premier League. As the crowd are now starting to get involved over the other side, as their number 11 has a little bit of a nibble at the crowd, and that will just give them the fuel that they need to see if they can put him under a little bit more pressure. Very, very well dealt with and picked up by Dan Faulkner, who again looks to play the ball forward to Trevor Delora. Hugh Pembroke, EG's man of the match so far. Over to Archie Phillips. Again, is like a little terrier down that right-hand side. And it does. Barrage picks up the ball deep in his own side, his own circle. Again, someone with extremely exceptional hands, the Canadian international, unfortunately doesn't quite have the hands to get himself out of that situation. And it is an EG long corner. EG are looking here. But Hugh didn't quite see anything to play inside the circle there. It's a very, very crowded D. Matt Blood looks to play the ball out to Max Lowry. Max Lowry plays across to Dan Faulkner. Dan Faulkner to Mike Wood. And EG choose to slow down the play slightly here and just bring it the ball under control. Hugh slips back to now go into this back five, into a high transfer shape, just to give EG a little bit more space to play with in the centre of the park. As we see a very, very rare Max Lowry lead through as he runs to the back post. Can EG find someone like that here? Matt Blood looking to face forward and play inside the circle. He seems to have all the time in the world at the moment with no pressure, and there was not an EG lead for him to play the ball to. Yet again, the umpire letting a bit of physicality go here, and Beeston break away. They're looking to break down this left-hand side. Number 7, I believe, is Griffiths. He looks to try and find his teammate, which he has done extremely well, with lots of EG numbers around the ball, and that is a horrible chopping tackle, but it stops Beeston from playing inside the EG circle. Again, EG just missing important tackles in important times, and it gives Beeston their possession inside the EG half. Beeston very patiently again playing the ball round the back, looking to see if they can find another pass that will pierce the EG circle. That was a very, very good chase and interception from Archie Phillips. And it's a Beeston ball on the far side of your screen. Another aerial route here from Beeston, who successfully traps the ball and absolutely fires it into... That is a great finish from Max Lowry. Although in hockey, thankfully, there is no own goals. So that is a long corner. Or if that is a foul, then it must be a corner from the umpire there. It is very, very... He is not 5 inside the 25. That is a corner. So EG will be very, very lucky to let themselves off there. And at the second bite of the cherry, it is a short corner, rectifying the mistake he made for the first one. Bit of smart play there from Barrage, imitating playing backwards to make the EG encroach 5 inside the 5 yards and then win a short corner. Again, a little bit of cheap discipline there from East Grinstead. They'll be very, very upset if this goes in the back of the net. So, short corner number 3 for Beeston. They have been successful in both of their last short corners. The first one, if you can't remember, smashed down Ollie Smart's left foot, backboard height. The second one, absolutely rifled against Max Lowry sitting on the post. Can they have a third successive back-to-back short corner? as they play the ball in. It is trapped successfully. It is a good flick, and it is very, very well run down by James Smith. And I tell you what, you would not catch me doing that. There is not one part of me that goes, yes, I'll be a number one runner. So Beeston set up for their second attempt of this short corner. It's a hit, and that is lifted. And what absolutely worn by Simon Faulkner. Don't rub it, Simon. Don't rub it. And just as we have a little bit of break in play, a huge shout out to Izzy Kirkland from Horsham Hockey Club, who I believe with this evening is ball patrolling with her friends. Again, as I said at the beginning of the game, thank you so much, Horsham, for being a part of this evening. It's fantastic to see other clubs in the county supporting us here at East Grinstead. So thank you so much for coming along, and we hope to see you at some more fixtures in the future. So Simon Faulkner unfazed by the absolute rifle onto the back post that he wore, and he plays the ball down to Jack Webb. A few absolutely flying tackles, and Jack Webb manages to pick up the ball, and there is a green card for Simon Faulkner here. I can't quite work out exactly what it is for. I believe, as we haven't seen anything on cameras, it could have been a bit of back chat there, but it means that EG are now down to 10 for a 2-minute period. But it doesn't stop Max Lowry trying to play the ball into Sam Knight, who's looking to play the ball into the circle. An unfortunate trap there from Sam Knight. So Beeston looking to capitalise here with the extra player. They look to play forward nice and quickly. As they look to, EG look to stay compact here with the player down. The best thing about their zonal press is that even with a player down, they can still hold the same shape. They don't have to change tactics that well. And Isaac Farron has a fantastic steal as he comes away. And it's a great ball into Sam Knight, who's looking to go onto the backhand, doesn't quite make it. And Richard Lane fires the ball across the circle, and to no avail for East Grinstead. Beeston come out with the ball here, looking to play. So EG are still down to 10 men. There is 5 minutes and 32 seconds to go in this third period. And Beeston with 4 goals to 2. They'll be definitely the happier of the two teams going into that final quarter. If they can hold this 4-2 lead, you would have them for the game at this point in time. So it's on EG now to make sure that they... Oh, that is a poor pass, unfortunately, from Sam Knight, who just gets absolutely telegraphed. And the umpire does come off a foot there, and it's the Beeston ball just outside the EG 25, which means it can go straight into the D if they see fit. They don't. They play the ball across, and they choose possession instead. With 4 goals up here, Beeston don't need to go chasing the game. They can afford to spend a little bit of time on the ball here, and they can afford to try and move EG around as we head back on. And EG are now back up to 11 as we see Mike Wood sprint on the field into position. But Beeston managed to get a ball inside the circle, and Hugh Pembroke yet again there to absolutely sweep up, and he's playing exceptional for EG today. That's a big aerial there from Max Lowry, but not quite long enough. The umpire giving the signal that Beeston do have the foul. They managed to keep it on, and that's a fantastic stop there from the Beeston number 24 on the left-hand side of your screen. A bit of a nothing ball into the centre there. Richard Lane showing his experience. Unfortunately, it was a bit of a loose pass, which means that Beeston are able to gather up the ball. Going to inside the last 4 minutes of this quarter. EG are going to have to really think about doing something spectacular here to make sure that they get. But Jack Webb showing a fantastic bit of pace and skill, but he's picked off by a very, very simple back stick there from Beeston. Archie Phillips, the little terrier, manages to win the ball again, but again Beeston managed to win the ball back. with one player around the EG3. That's an unfortunate touch from Mike Wood for a long corner. Lots of talking going on here from the EG players, making sure that they're all in the right positions, making sure that they're all set on the lines. They're not all stood one behind the other. That's a very, very good ball into the back of the EG circle, and he's missed the ball. Yep, that's the correct decision from the umpire. Mike Wood comes away down the left and manages to try and play the ball into the centre of the field. It's cut out by a Beeston foot. Richard Lane playing a very, very difficult ball to deal with across the circle, but Barrage deals with it exceptionally well. And EGC miles away here to put some pressure on him to Beeston inside their own circle. They managed to recover well, and they managed to put some pressure on again. So Beeston are facing their own baseline here, and that's a very, very well won by the experience of Richard Lane. He plays the ball to Isaac Farron, and there was a foul in there somewhere. The umpire has given the foul. He can't be 5. He can't be 5. And the umpire thinks he was. So Beeston break away here. They come out down the left-hand side of the field. Apparently, we've got an umpire off the field in front of us here as well, so it's good to see. It's good to see that we can umpire on and off the field, Beeston. Okay, so there's a little bit of confusion about what exactly is going on here. Umpire talking to the players. And time is now back on. We are inside the last 2 minutes of this third period. Richard Lane looking to close down the ball. Sam Knight on his opposite side. And that's a very, very good ball into the heart of the EG press. And Simon Faulkner with his experience once again looking to pick up the ball. That's very well done by Simon Faulkner. And Beeston yet again not happy. I don't think they've agreed with one of the... Even when it's their ball, some of the Beeston players haven't agreed. It seems like. And that's a nothing ball across the circle, and it's picked up extremely easily by the Beeston player. Again, EG looking to put some pressure on here. Is the umpire going to give a stick tackle? He is not. And he's given it Beeston's way. So Beeston in their own corner. There can be no more than a few seconds left of this game. The umpires there that is the most inconsistent call. They've just given it all the other way in the last few games. That's a real shame to see it go that way, because it means that Beeston are now coming away. They play the ball across the circle, and it is an EG hit out, and it hits a Beeston foot. So time is stopped at the moment for the injury. Ali Clift is getting up and back to his feet, and is looking to stay on the field, which is a positive for East Grinstead. Great pick by Barrage, and he puts the ball onto the foot of Richard Lane. And there is your quarter whistle. That is your third period done and dusted here at St Hill. It is 4 goals to the away side with 1 period left to go. Can EG fight back here and salvage a point from this game? We will be with you in a moment. So as the players come back out here from their quarter time, we are heading into the final quarter. 4 goals to Beeston, 2 goals to East Grinstead. As the rain starts to fall, as predicted in this game. Let's see if that answers a few slips and spills as we start this final quarter. Trevor Delora gets East Grinstead underway. As we go into this final 17 and a half minutes, East Grinstead need to really make something happen here to try and find themselves at least a point from this game, as James Smith manages to get the ball and plays a little bit of a bad ball to Ali Cliff's backhand, and somehow that's an EG ball. I've got to admit, from what I can see, that is a lovely ball across the circle, but not quite touching an EG stick on the way through. EG have got nothing to lose here, so they're going to put a lot of pressure on Beeston high up the field to try and see if they can make something happen early on. Beeston are more than happy to chill and sit on the ball here. EG very aggressive in what they're trying to do here. That's a fantastic cross-field ball from Barrage, but Beeston player couldn't quite reach it, which is good to see. And EG look to play quickly here. Trevor Delora looks to play through the centre of the park, but it's another good tackle. And that's something Beeston have done exceptionally well today, and that is put a stick in. Get the ball away from an EG stick and pick up on that second touch. Tempo here, EG looking to pick up the tempo, see if they can get it back to the pace of that first quarter that was end to end. Beeston will be less so urgent to get the ball going forwards, and they're looking to play, but again they managed to win the ball in crucial areas. They let the ball go into certain areas of the field, they let EG have possession, and they pin them in and win the ball. And this time both teams arguing about which way that ball should have gone. The umpire favours Beeston here, and it gives the Beeston the foul, and EG set up for their defensive cycle. Great pick up by Simon Faulkner, but it does touch, gives away a foul, so it means Beeston now can have some possession high up the field. Again, no urgency to take this here from Beeston. They are in no rush to go and score another goal here. They are 4-2 to the good. They need to consolidate what they've got and see if they can see out this game. No doubt there will be some heavy pressure coming into the last few minutes of this fixture. Is it going to be for a point? Is it going to be for 3? Or is it just going to be for a consolation? EG really need to find something here early in this quarter to make sure that we put the pressure on Beeston going into those final 10 minutes. Simon Faulkner playing a very hard, low-driven ball. Ali Clift again just picks out the stick. He's even holding it in that position. But that's very good turn here from Henry Croft, number 11 on your screen. He's got some good hands and he knows how to hit a ball as well, and he gets tripped up. And that is a foul. And Beeston have the ball just inside the EG 25, so it can't go into the circle. Remember, from here, the ball must go 5. Everyone must be 5. The ball has now gone 5. And Beeston are looking to see if they can make something happen here down the EG baseline. That's a fantastic tackle from Simon Faulkner. And the umpire does give a long corner, very questionably, because I'm not sure that ball was going anywhere else apart from the back line. So EG, again, very lucky to get away with one there. Bowraj playing over to this right-hand side to Stanley. Stanley down into the corner. That's a horrible ball that's fired across. And the umpire has given a whistle to Beeston, and he's upset because he was under possession inside the circle. That is an absolutely fantastic pick again with some physicality. Ali Clift. Oh no, there's a few swipes at a tackle, and the umpire has given it the way of EG, and that is surely a card. He has to go. He does. He does. Absolutely. That was a very cynical foul there, and he's lucky it's only green. Very well played there from Matt Blood to get the ball out over to Mike Wood. So now Beeston are down to 10. EG really need to capitalise here. If they don't, then they're not going to get themselves back into this game. And making passes like that, unfortunately, giving the ball away is not. But that's very well won by Jack Webb, who again means that the EG can now carry on with their attack. Matt Blood playing it out to Ali Clift over to this right hand side. Ali Clift down into the corner to Hugh. Hugh Pembroke is looking to play the ball across the circle. Plays into Trevor Delora. Great strike, great goal by Trevor Delora, and that puts EG back on terms. Okay, 4-3. That is the first goal for the club for Trevor Delora. It has been a long time coming, but what a wait we have had, and congratulations to him. Now, if this game wasn't alive, it is now. 4-3 to Beeston. EG, that would put the wind in their sails. They really need to dig deep here with 11 minutes and 28 on the clock. Can they grab an equaliser here as Beeston knocking both balls off the pitch and both balls back on? And as you see on your screen, as you see the replay, as we get back started on pitch, but on your screen you see the replay. It's a fantastic touch by Trevor Delora in the backspace, and if you're a junior watching that, that is how you do it. That is how you receive the ball in the circle with your back to goal and fire a ball in your backspace. Very, very well done by Richard Lane again. Again, the experience of Richard Lane is really showing here. As Hugh Pembroke plays across to Max Lowry. There's Beeston are scrambling here across the pitch as Archie Phillips plays it to Matt Blood, who's extremely calm and collected on the ball and does win the foul. Well done. There is a bit of a question here about the umpire and what was it, some chat that might be coming from the bench. As the umpire there has had a word with the match official about it, about whatever he heard there he didn't appreciate. As we're now back playing again. Not quite sure what the stoppage in play was for. The umpire didn't make it quite clear, but we are back going again here at St Hill as the pace continues. That's a good interception again from Beeston. Jack Webb picks up the ball, and he's a long corner. EG with 10 minutes to go. Can they find something here to grab an equaliser? And again, from 2 goals down. That has to be a long corner. It is a long corner. Matt Blood managed to keep the ball, and the umpire has thought that everybody was 5 there, which is a real shame. And he's hit a knee, and that is fantastic work by Simon Faulkner to play the ball inside of the D. As EG set up EG set up for their 4th short corner of the game. They've been unsuccessful so far from their previous attempts. This would be a time to get one. If EG want 3 points from this game, this is massive. This is huge for the outcome of this game. If Beeston keep this out, they'll be very, very long. They're very, very happy with keeping a point here. But the clock is stopped. Much to the crowd's annoyance, the clock is stopped, waiting for Beeston to get all their kit on. Beeston taking their time, trying to add some extra pressure as the crowd go quiet. Hugh Pembroke looking to inject the ball. We've got Max Lowry on Castle 1, Simon Faulkner on Castle 2. It is to Castle 1, it's to Max Lowry who flicks and scores and puts EG back on level terms after being 2 goals down. They've done it again for the 2nd time in this game. So that is a huge goal. Just as I was saying before that corner, that is the time to score. If EG want 3 points from this game, they need to go and score 5, like Beeston did at home to East Grinstead in their first fixture. And we are away with 8 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock. This game is anyone's to call. It is now a point each. What a thrilling fixture we have had the treat so far to have here at St Hill. What an advert for Premier League hockey. And it has been brilliant so far. And we will look at the tempo of EG now. They can't be 5. How many people... Sorry, I'm getting a little bit too excited up here in the commentary box as the game is very, very, very close. But Beeston do come out with the ball. That is an absolutely scathing ball straight through the centre. He works onto the backhand. Oh, and it's off the inside of the post. How has that come back out? As Beeston have a look at a second bite of the cherry on the baseline, looking to work something across. And it's a short corner coming off the shin pad of Simon Faulkner. Wow, this game has really, really, really heated up. Now, if that was football, you would argue, and the posts around, that's going into the goal. In hockey, with a square post, more come out than they go in. So, in that respect, that was a flush hit on the post as well. So, that is now twice in this game that Beeston have smashed the white bit of the goal. They are very, very unfortunate there to still be level, and the time is off as East Grinstead get their kit on. Now, as I was talking about big moments for the last EG short corner, this is a big moment for Beeston. This is the moment they would have asked for at this time in the game in this position. They would want to get something out of this. Now, are we going to see a routine or are we going to see another successful flick? They are 3 from 3 at this point in time with outcomes. This is another flick. And it's another goal that gets squeezed between postman and keeper. They are flicked in the same place every single time. And that is 4 from 4 from Beeston. So as we watch the replay here, and they're 4 from 4, it is the same flicker again, and it hits the keeper, and it's against the postman, and rolls across the net, and it is 5-4 in this game. What a game of hockey we have witnessed here, as Archie Phillips picks up the ball, manages to get across the circle, and it is to Webby inside the circle. Jack Webby gets pushed over, and the umpire is not interested, but the other one is, thankfully. As Beeston now break away down this left-hand side, not committing too many people to the attack, looking to focus on holding this fixture. And it is a 16. They are going to go for their Beeston are going to go for a half-court press here. They're going to make sure it's hard and compact, and it's going to be very, very difficult to play through. Max Lowry with another huge aerial, and that in the rules of the game, he's deliberately gone inside 5. That is a short corner. What a trap by Jack Webb. He plays it across. Trevor Delora. Oh, and he doesn't manage to get the ball away. Well defended from the Beeston player there. And they break away again with another piece of poor tackling from East Grinstead. And another piece of poor ball retention as well. Simon Faulkner looking to play with some urgency. Playing the ball into Matt Blood. Matt Blood's trying to face forward and play forward. Plays the ball out to the right half to Archie Phillips. Matt Blood doing a very weighted ball down the side, and Richard Lane unfortunately just hits it straight off the baseline. And Beeston, again, in no rush to play here with 4 minutes and 24 left on the clock to my left. They're looking to play. That's another huge aerial. And Ollie Smart batters the ball back straight to a Beeston player, which means that they then get another bit of possession in the EG circle. That is very good closing down from Archie Phillips and Josh Gravestock. But again, Beeston are slow playing. They're trying to kill as much time as possible to allow themselves 3 points in this game. EG are looking to press the ball, trying to push themselves out, trying to get some pressure on the ball carrier at all times to see if they can make something happen. And that is a flick over the stick, and he has given a long corner. Beeston looking to break away, play the ball inside the circle, and it is straight off for a 16-yard hit out. Who's going to get high here? We have Max Lowry, who has a 70-yard chuck on him, but nobody's quite ready for that aerial just as yet. Isaac Farrett looking over the other side of the pitch, and he does find Isaac Farrett with a mistrap on the backhand above his head. An extremely difficult skill no matter what level you are at. Beeston with the ball inside their own 25. They've gone to air again. We've seen a lot of aerials in this game, and the modern game is very much played in the air. And it's made its way through to a Beeston player who shows some lovely hands. This is Henry Croft as he rolls around and looks to play, and that is the game, set and match. And Beeston managed to put 6 past East Grinstead here today at St Hill, and that will be extremely deflating here from East Grinstead, as they, again, a lot of their goals come today from their own mistakes. So I'm sure when they look back at the video, those mistakes are key and are extremely costly. Now, they've already scored 2 goals in 2 minutes in this game before. They would need something extremely special to be able to get something back here. It's been an end-to-end game, and it's been a fantastic game of hockey to watch and be a part of. So, as we head into the last 2 minutes, and we want to thank you all for joining us today. Now, if we have England Hockey listening, please sort out the aerial rule. I've got no idea what you're trying to do, and nobody does. So if you could sort it out, and if you're listening, get a grip, please. Sort it out, make it a clearer rule for everybody. As Beeston and looking to post lovely hands here by Henry Croft, your number 11. And as he makes his way down, Beeston looking to slow play again here. And that is a mistrap by number 4, Stanley, who's looking to, EG are looking to play the ball. Richard Lane, Stu Pembroke looking to play across to Matt Blood. Matt Blood playing the ball out to Archie Phillips, our Nottingham Uni teammates from last season. Josh Gravestock plays the ball into Matt Blood. Matt Blood is looking to find somebody inside the circle. He manages to find Isaac Farrett, who traps it onto his own foot, and Beeston come away with the ball. That's another big aerial, and Archie Phillips looks to go in for the mistrap, and Max Lowry manages to come away with the ball, and yet again the umpire has given it Beeston's way, which is, as you can see, there's a few deflated players out there now as we head less than 2 minutes to go on the clock that is to my left. And Beeston are looking to just keep hold of the ball here and see this game out. And there it is, a huge 3 points to Beeston. They have scored 6 goals against East Grinstead 4 here at St Hill. It has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope to see you next week. Next week, both our men's and women's teams are away from home. But the following week, we are all back here at St Hill. We are back here on the YouTube channel. If you wouldn't mind dropping us a like before you go, adding a subscribe, and my name's Tom, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Live for it.